Now we're joined now by Alfie Petit, stage name Ariel Trampway. She's a popular drag queen performer whose show at the Hard Rock Hotel in Palm Springs was a big hit until he was fired in October.
Well, the firing became big news in Palm Springs when he filed a lawsuit against the Hard Rock and one of the hotel's former owners claiming anti-gay discrimination.
Now, with Alfie today is his spokesperson, Michael Rauch. Did I say that? Rauch with an L. We'll hear from both of them in just a minute. First, here's Alfie as Ariel Trampway. Take a look.
So we want to welcome both of you to Good Day LA. Thank you for being here. But before we get to the interview, we do want to say that we do have, in the interest of full disclosure, this statement. We want to mention that our assistant news director, David Reese, was in fact involved in helping to launch your show.
Okay, so let's start. What happened? Very basic question.
Well, they came and they asked me to do a show, and I said yes. It was the actual Hard Rock International that came and asked me. And I said yes, and so we had a show that we were going to do, and within a few weeks, the actual owner of it said he didn't want a drag show there.
So now, what was the original point of asking you to do the show? What was the impetus behind that?
Well,
go ahead.
Okay, well, one of the things that we came to find out is that the owner of the hotel, majority owner, who owns the corporation and the franchise, brought in Hard Rock International in June of 2016 to run the hotel. So they have had drag shows in their own properties in Orlando and in Las Vegas, and so they wanted to bring a show in. They weren't sure what they wanted, but they finally agreed that it was great to do a brunch, and they wanted to help improve the relations with the gay and lesbian community in Palm Springs because there had been some bad blood.
So prior to this, they were saying the Hard Rock out in Palm Springs didn't have a great relationship with the gay community, like gay and lesbian community. So they wanted to bring you in. So they brought you in, and you did this show, and then what went wrong?
Well, we produced a show that was very produced and became very popular, and right away, after this was said, all the advertising and the promotion was taken away. So I was flapping my wings and putting up billboards and wrapping my Hummer, trying to keep the show alive.
So specifically, what kinds of things happened? You said the promotion was taken away. Your show was moved.
From the first floor to a second floor. So you said, you know, things just sort of were going awry.
Right. That was later.
That was later, but the sequence of events, February 19th was the first show. And then we've been told by several individuals that worked for the hotel that the owner had come in and said, if I knew this was coming in to my hotel, I would never have approved it. And so that really changed the whole mood. They had already signed an agreement.
Meaning, but what was the saying, this kind of show? What does that mean?
A drag show.
Okay.
And he also had told these individuals that he wanted them to limit the number of gay events at the hotel, and they didn't want his hotel to turn gay.
Now, where did this information come from? How do you know that that was actually said?
There's a couple individuals, they're no longer with the hotel because they were part of Hard Rock International. They eliminated a whole bunch of positions in late September, early October, and that's also when we got the axe. Shortly after that, after they sort of got rid of all of management. Most management was gone.
I guess my question is, do we know that the statements that are attributed to him are credible?
Yes. We have declarations. And it actually is damning proof.
We read somewhere it says that the owner's name is Andre Andy Capriac, and he said he didn't want this to become a gay property. That's what you're alluding to in this lawsuit, correct?
That's correct.
So go ahead.
So what's being asked for in the suit?
Well, certainly we would like acknowledgement, but we don't expect that. But one of the things that really needs to be made right is the fact that this was really an injustice. We know this happened. We know these words were said. We have it from at least two different sources that came to us independently and said, this is what has happened. We couldn't really support the show because we felt like we were going against what the owner of the hotel wanted to do. So to make it right, we really need to show that in a court of law that this happened and that Ariel has been damaged, and damaged because of it was a fabulous show. It was very popular. It was the talk of the town in Palm Springs, and this show could have run like a Vegas show for 10 years at that hotel. There was no reason for them to cancel this show.
Okay, so we have a statement from Andrei Capriac, and it says, the hotel has always prided itself on being inclusive of everyone, regardless of orientation, identification, race, etc. We have no idea why we were named in the lawsuit, and we don't appreciate being improperly dragged into this dispute. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I can't wait to get him under oath and see what he has to say then.
Okay, what's next for you, really quickly? What are you doing now? Let's end on a positive note. Are you performing?
Right? I am not performing. This is taking a lot of energy right now.
Oh.
And, I guess you guys want to see my ID.
I do want to see your ID.
I
Oh my
heard.
gosh.
So, there you have it.
Wow, it is authentic, I have to say.
Yeah.
Well, you look gorgeous today.
Thank you.
Thank you
And
both.
we wish you the best
Thank
of
you.
luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
And you'll have your day in court. All right. Coming up, recreational marijuana about to become legal in California, and the Highway Patrol has some pretty harsh words of warning for you.
Very sobering words,
Very
wouldn't you say?
sobering. Good luck. You look really gorgeous
right
today.
back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So do you.
Thank you.